Greetings, YouTube. I have been in meetings all day teaching, and the semester started at Oklahoma State. So as much as I love to be in the know right away and put out reactions and news, when the semester starts, it's just not something I can rely upon, especially when it even comes to offer reviews. So, I was going about my day, normal day, uploaded a couple videos, no big deal. And then I got the question from my good friend and dungeon buddy, Katie Candy, who put out an awesome video you should check out as well on the issue. What do you think of the She-Hulk Nerf? And I was like, Nerf? She-Hulk's not going to be nerfed. She just had a beta test for her. So I thought she was kidding. I didn't get the joke. I thought it was kind of a terrible joke. But then I heard, yeah, she's not kidding. And then I realized, but this is another example then of Kabam changing the facts to fit their narrative when they start to risk having champions that cost them money. And this could expose the fact that they changed the facts to meet their bottom line. And you might be confused what I mean by that. And it's very ironic because I admit I sometimes get the facts wrong. I try to do my best, but I do make mistakes. And that is on me. But in general, I try to print retractions when I can and update facts if I see that there's something that's changed. Kabam did not allow me into the content creator program for many valid reasons. But their main reason was that they felt like, unlike them, I got the facts wrong. And I didn't report the facts accurately like they do on the forums. So let's just talk about the facts. Not bias, not clickbait. Let's just talk about the facts, right? So John HS posted, She-Hulk is losing the ability to chain a heavy in the middle of her combo when the opponent is below a bar of power and backed against the wall. This helps her get opponents to a bar of power sooner, which lets her refresh her furies, thus helping her ramp up. It also lets her use slow easier. She's been able to do this for nearly 3 years. Many people ranked up She-Hulks based on this ability, and this ability, I will also say, allows to be a champion counter. So, what do you think? And there have been 21 votes already on this. And so far, this is an absolute nerf because Kabam wants potions for the champion boss. This is a nerf because Kabam didn't actually bother to test She-Hulk and only just found out. And this is a fix. She shouldn't have this ability. This is a fix, but they should have done it long ago. Okay, so we've got this post. It's pretty long. This is the updated poll, and I realized there was a separate forum post that's like 12 pages long, but now it's kind of been taken into effect with the community on this. Let's just look at the facts. She-Hulk was a very average champion that the RNG gave a lot of people when they played this game. So many people had She-Hulks. Just like so many people now have Old Man Logan and Colossus. Kabam knows this, and so they created a beta test that was designed to buff or improve the abilities of She-Hulk. That beta test went really well. It was released, and people have been putting out videos about She-Hulk's best utility with this chain stun on the heavy, or this chain heavy, I should say. Stun, maybe not the best word. And the ramp-up potential, which really does give She-Hulk her best form. I can't tell you how many people, it has to be at least double digits, at least 10 people that I've heard from in my own alliance or in past alliances or in other line chats who said, take She-Hulk up to at least rank 4 for the champion boss. And in general, she has a crazy amount of utility thanks to the beta test. Everybody that I know was excited for the beta and thanked Kabam. This was a pro player move, and Kabam got a lot of credit. And in these moments, it's a win-win. It's something the community can get behind because Kabam is doing the community a huge favor by giving people who already have an older champion especially the ability to get excited because they can now rank that champion up. If this champion loses this very important ability, which it looks like she's going to, her value decreases exponentially. Her value and really the point of the beta test in so many ways gets erased. And the timing of this is very, very confusing because we're in the middle of a new beta for both Colossus and Old Man Logan. It's not like the She-Hulk beta came out last week. It's been around now for, a decent amount of time, and She-Hulk as a champion has been around for multiple years, as John points out. Several people, I'm sure, because they were in my chat tonight during my live stream, have demanded that this is a justification for rank down tickets. That is also something that at times can be demanded a bit too much. The joke is, if the game is down for 5 seconds, give me rank down tickets. And Kabam has said in the past that they are no longer going to ever bring those back again, unless they take a champion and make them worse. The facts of the matter are the timing of this, which is shady at best and suspiciously criminal at worst, makes this champion that so many people have put valuable resources into far worse. This is also something that they could be doing because they want to make even more money off the champion boss and give people less counters to beat that boss. Either way, few things have seemed to bring this community together in terms of justified outrage as much as this issue. And unless you're one of those diehard Kabam loyalists that defends them because they're grounded in stupidity, not wisdom, you have to think to yourself, this just makes me not enjoy the game as much. These kind of things are the reason why people don't want to sign up for the $10 a month subscription-based service, even though they play the game every day. These kind of things are just more to why people who've quit the game recently, and that includes some very, very big spenders, are thinking, yep, don't miss that BS. And it sucks, because objectively, this game is amazing. Kabam overall has created a great game, or I guess they didn't technically create it, right? They just, with the help of a couple other companies, have made it what it is. But it's a great game. I still enjoy it. I actually, despite some people's belief, don't enjoy these kind of videos. It doesn't bring me excitement to talk about a champion losing their ability to be ranked up and losing their justification to be ranked up. But this is an issue that they're going to try to sweep under the rug. They're going to try to say that this is something that the champion should not be able to do, and they're hoping that the outrage will die down. But they should have learned, because this is not the first time we've seen this. And I think unlike Drax, who they could give the frame rate lie, because you want to talk about misled facts, that's the first time that I really lost faith in the company. And you might say to yourself, well, what about patch 12.0 other things? Well, the Drax thing, it was just one of those things that they said, oh, Drax never had a guarantee to counter Mordo's Astro Evade. And I knew a couple people that were like this She-Hulk situation, had ranked up their Drax to fight Mordo, and they were just screwed from that point on, right? They have that Drax still at the rank that he was at, but they never, ever had to defend it because they justified frame rate. I thought maybe they'd do that with this. But instead, they're taking the approach that the champion, quite simply, should not be able to do this. Why now? The champion boss is a really good theory. But either way, this is just exposing the fact that the actual facts, which they brought up to me this past week, change when they need them to change. That may include sometimes the way that masteries are intended. That may sometimes include the way that AI reacts to specials, such as what happened with the Sentinel, particularly the Sentinel bosses in Alliance Quest. And now that's going to happen whenever they see that champions maybe are costing them money. Players, this is a pattern. It's a pattern that's been exposed. And I believe everything I've said in this video regarding the She-Hulk beta intention, how long she has been working as everybody thought was intended since the beta, and now the timing of this are just facts. I'm not trying to be clickbaitish. I'm not trying to put out, deceit. I'm just trying to tell you how I see it and how a lot of people see it. Kabam, they're not going to do that for you. They're going to try to convince you whatever helps their bottom line. And even though they're a for-profit company, that profit should not come at the expense of hurting their product and giving their loyal customers, many who have been with you for 4 to 5 years, a reason to give up the game they love just because the company has finally pushed them over the edge.